Dani.
Ben, ¿cómo estás?
Hi, I'm fine, thank you. How about you?
I'm fine. You?
That's good to know. That's good to know, Fabi. I mean, Dani. I'm ¿Me puedes decir qué ha pasado con la coordinadora? No, o sea, te he entendido que vamos a pasar 3 veces por semana. Te
Sí,
dijo
no,
que
no sé. ¿Qué te dijo a ti?
me dijo que solo se iba a pasar 3 veces por semana.
No sé qué
Pero,
onda con la señora, porque solo le he dicho que necesito esta semana y el otro, no, usted tiene que pasar 3 veces por semana porque no sé qué, ni he leído su mensaje entero, solo he puesto ok.
pucha, qué bacana. Voy a hacer el intento de hablar con ella,
Ujú.
porque le pregunté qué onda, qué vamos a hacer.
O sea,
Porque
porque yo
ya
en
vamos
ningún
a terminar.
momento, claro, yo en ningún momento le dije que quiero cambiar de modalidad.
Ya,
O sea, yo creo que he entendido que ahora yo quiero pasar 3 veces por semana y eso es mentira. Yo solo he dicho que esta semana necesito, no me va a dar el tiempo, o sea, a ver, no tengo un horario como que decirte hoy todos los días a las 3, ubicas.
claro.
Entonces le he dicho que por esta semana yo no quería pasar clases y no sé ni qué me he entendido, me ha dado flojera leer porque era un chorizo. Y solo le he puesto ya, ok.
Qué terrible. A ver, voy a preguntarte a vos antes para
Ujú.
yo contestarle, porque igual le pregunté, pero me dijo, se va a pasar 3 veces por semana. Entonces yo le
No,
dije, entonces voy a tratar de ver el horario con ella, porque claro, o sea, también es complicado a veces cambiar el horario por
claro,
el
no,
tema
por eso.
de antes.
No,
Entonces,
justamente por eso, claro, justamente por eso yo ya quería directamente no pasar esta semana y desde la otra, o sea, y seguir el horario y las 5 clases por semana. O sea, yo
claro,
no le dije que quería cambiar ni de modalidad, ni de horario, ni nada. Simplemente le dije que esta semana no quería pasar y ya.
sí, porque te cuento que yo le dije que por favor, no le dije directamente que la alumna Daniela, por temas de salud, no iba a poder ingresar a clases esta semana.
Ujú,
Entonces ella por lo general me dice, ok, está bien, gracias por avisarme, eso me dijo la anterior vez, pues no había problema.
ujú.
Entonces esta vez le dije, ¿por qué no va a poder ingresar? Y me dijo, dile que se comunique urgentemente conmigo, me dijo yo, ay, qué extraño, si no, se me hizo súper extraño. Por eso quería preguntarte para yo decirle, pero igual, ¿qué día es el día? Miércoles, jueves, viernes. Podríamos ver, lo voy a consultar una vez más, a lo mejor ella no ha entendido.
Ajá,
Am, entonces, para que directamente pasemos la próxima semana o en su defecto, si es que los sábados tuvieras tiempo. Porque, claro, no es la primera vez que sucede que alguna vez un estudiante no puede, digamos, ¿no? Por temas de la U y demás. Entonces yo les doy la opción de pasar el día sábado las horas correspondientes de acuerdo a su tiempo y a qué tanto van a estar disponibles, porque tampoco puedes pasar 5 horas en un sábado, ¿no?
claro.
Entonces, no sé si puedes el sábado, Dani.
Es que, ¿sabes cuál es el problema, Bel? Que mi abuela está mal, entonces yo estoy en un ajetreo de aquí para allá. No es que no tengo el tiempo, sino que no sé qué va a pasar
Claro,
mañana.
claro, sí, ese es el detalle, sí te
Ese es el
entiendo.
problema, porque si no, pasaríamos normal a las 2:30 todos los días, porque no es cuestión de que no tengo tiempo o que estaba de viaje como la anterior vez, sino que es que no sé qué va a pasar mañana. Y tampoco
Claro,
quiero decir que, pucha, todos los días cancelarte media hora antes. ¿Ubicas?
sí, pues sí, a ver, voy a hablar con la coordinadora hoy día
Ese
más.
es el tema.
Porque tampoco tú puedes, digamos, de estar pasando clases y que de pronto tal vez tu abuelita se pueda poner mal o algo así, ¿ya?
Exactamente, tal
Uy,
cual. Ajá. Ese es el problema.
claro. Voy a hablar hoy día con la coordinadora de mí. Si es que en cualquier
Ujú.
momento de la clase necesitas salir, no hay problema, me avisa así. Hoy día
Ya
le
ver.
voy a preguntar, si bien termine mi segunda clase, porque tengo el recorrido de la hora de 10. Entonces, ni bien tenga tiempo, le voy a hacer saber, sí, porfa.
Ya, súper, Bel, gracias.
No, tranqui, gracias a ti. So, Te tengo que crear otra cuenta porque ayer creo que había un problema con Person, que mi alumna también me dijo, no me aparecen las tareas. Entonces le tengo que crear otra cuenta y no, pues eso es todo un show, crear cuentas, porque yo también me olvido a veces que creo una nueva cuenta.
Ujú.
Entonces quería preguntarte si la tarea, ya ahorita creo que te asignan las 3 cuentas que tienes en los 3 cursos, y quería preguntarte en qué cuenta, o no sé si a ti te aparece tal vez las tareas
Ya me salen todas las tareas.
y no te aparece el tiempo.
Tengo la mitad hasta esta noche y la otra mitad hasta el 28.
Sí, sí, creo que sí. Creo que lo que te he asignado al principio ha sido la tarea que te asigné antes de ayer, si no estoy mal, ¿no?
Ujú.
Entonces, no sé, si es que se te corta, me avisas ese rato. Yo estoy siempre con el celular, a no ser que tenga clases en la noche a veces, pero siempre trato de responder, digamos, ¿no? Entonces me avisas si se te corta para alargarlo más, porque creo que lo que te hacen hasta el viernes, no me acuerdo si es el viernes hasta el domingo, si no estoy mal, no me acuerdo, a ver, me voy a fijar. ¿Puedes fijarte, Dani, con qué cuenta estás?
Ya, sí, me estoy entrando justo.
Porque tengo aquí tengo 4 cuentas. Ayer la última que creé, porque yo estaba con problemas en First. Pues no sé cómo se llama el curso en realidad. No sé si es TOEGA Daniela PI4, PI4A o solo Castellanos Daniela. No sé si te puedes fijar eso, porfa. Así revisamos y cambiamos ahorita la fecha.
Ya, dame un segundito.
Y tranqui, seguimos más.
Esto, Ega, Daniela PI4.
Ya, perfecto. Muy bonito. A ver, lo último que te he asignado ha sido hacer future time classes. No, no, mentira. Subject, objective. ¿Hasta dónde hemos visto, Dani, contigo? Hasta reported statements, si no estoy mal. O
Eh,
passive causa
sí, ese.
participle.
Ajá, exacto.
Ya, a ver, te estoy asignando nuevamente. Ah, ya te voy a asignar junto con el examen, y sería, te voy a dar, ahora sí está el día. Pese que ya me aparece como si no, pero solo para cambiar la fecha. Te voy a dar hasta el domingo 30. ¿Está bien?
Sí, súper.
Ok, hasta medianoche vas a tener 1 hora para hacer el examen. Ok, vas a tener en cuenta las mayúsculas, la puntuación y ya está. Yo creo que ya te va a aparecer, se te va a actualizar. Si es que
Súper, Beth,
tuvieras alguna,
gracias.
me avisas, ¿sí?
Ujú, súper, gracias.
All right, don't worry. Now we're gonna continue with the class of today. All right. Okay, so today we're gonna see, I don't remember if we've seen this lesson about reported statements.
Creo que no.
All right, yes, I didn't stop in cause of this. All right, before to continue, Danny, can you please let me know 5 verbs that starts with the letter C?
Ay, Dios mío, a ver. Cat,
All right,
can.
all right, good one. What else?
¿Qué?
What else?
Call.
All right, 2 more.
Eh, mm, Ay, a ver.
All right, I'm gonna help you. Choose,
Ay,
change,
choose.
right?
¿Verdad?
So we have, what else?
Clean.
Clear, yes. We have, what
Close.
else? Yes, close, right? Carry,
Cat.
we have. All right, thank you. So can you please explain me, when do we have to use the past continuous?
Past continuous.
Yes,
When something starts in the past and is still in the present.
that's the present continuous, right?
Ay,
The
cierto.
past is when it's an action that started in the past, right? And it had a continuation in the past, right? But suddenly the action is stopped in the past. Everything is in the past. Probably the action may continue now, right? We don't know, but that's the point of the past, right? Start in the past, and it has or it lasted for a period of time in the past, but it has finished, right? All right. So can you please explain me or tell me, yes, explain me when do we have to use the present perfect?
Present perfect is when something is start in the past and has a ver, cuando terminó. Ah, no, eso es que,
Yes,
que sigue. O puede seguir.
yes, could be, right? It's more like an action that is starting in the past and continue in the present, but we don't focus in the continuation of the action, right? We focus on the conclusion of that action. That's the present perfect. And we also use the present perfect to talk about repeated actions, right? For example, I have seen Shrek several times this week, right? So we focus on the time, not in the action. But in the contrary, we have the present perfect continuous that, yes, we focus on the continuation of an action, right? Do you get it?
Yes.
All right, thank you. So we're gonna continue with this. Oh, can you please explain me the structure of the present perfect?
Subject.
All right.
Have. Or
Yes.
Have been. Y el past participle.
Yes, that's so. And how about the present perfect continuous?
The subject, was, were.
All right. Each present.
Ah, no. Had.
All right, it's the subject.
Plus had.
Had. If I'm talking about the present.
No, ¿qué me has preguntado?
The structure of the present perfect continuous.
The present perfect continuous.
Yes.
A ver, subject, have been. Y es el verbo con el ing.
Yes, the been and the verb plus ing. That's all, right? We have to change it if it's third person, right? I'm gonna use has if it's third person. She has, he has, it has, right? Okay, thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna share you some exercises if we have enough time about the present perfect continuous and the present perfect, right? So I don't know if you're gonna have time to do it, right? But if you, maybe you can try, I'm gonna send you to your, well, it is gonna be in Google Docs, right? So in your free time, you could do it from your cell phone though, right? If you that app, it is called Google Docs. you're gonna do it, right? So, okay, let's continue with the class of today. And it's about reported statements, right? So let's listen to this first audio.
Hi. Last time I said that we needed to work on reported statements. I didn't? I know I told myself that it was time to study them. Maybe I forgot to tell you. I just used 2 examples of reported statements. Do you know what they are? Let's find out more.
All right. So we have I said, right? I'm not saying say, right? It's I said. I said that we needed to work on the reported statements. I told myself that it was time to study for them, right? Told, said. So let's start with the first clause.
A direct statement uses the person's exact words. When we write, we put quotation marks around direct statements. Jackie said, I posed as a Kix executive.
All right. So the first thing that we have to know is what is a direct statement, right? We're gonna use this direct statement when we're gonna reply, even though you're gonna find in some books, right, and some citations that you're gonna find. So in this case, the only thing that we do is use the person's exact words, right? This is very important when we're gonna write, okay? So we're gonna use a quotation mark, right? A comma. Jackie said, comma. I'm putting this verb in the past because the person has already said this word, right? So I'm using the same words, right? It is knowledge by paraphrases, right? In Spanish, it's like parafrasear, right? But we actually say the same words, right? We use the same words. So Jackie said, I post as Kix executive, right? So do you have any question about the first point?
No, Bel.
All right, thank you. So now we're gonna see the report statements.
We can also report statements without using the person's exact words. In this case, we use reported statements. We often use the word that to introduce a reported statement. Jackie said that she had posed as a Kix executive. You can also leave out the word that. The meaning is the same. Jackie said she had posed as a Kix executive. We don't use quotation marks in reported statements.
So we have this another name, right, that we use for that is the reported speech, right? But we actually use another kind of structure. We're gonna look for that lesson forward. But in this case, the only thing that we need to do is report something. That's the reason of the name. We actually are reporting that somebody said about a situation or about something, I don't know, right? So in this case, we have the direct statement and the indirect statement is when you change the words, but you're gonna use different words, but the meaning is the same, right? So we have in this example, Italia, right? To Tony later that evening, right? Jackie said that, right? So in this case, I'm using that to introduce what does the other person said. She had posed as Kix executive, right? So as you can see, I'm changing the order, right? I remember that, yes, I guess that we saw the other use of the reported, right? The reported statements, but now we're gonna change the structure, right? So you're gonna see, we're gonna, first of all, we're gonna explain the use of that. It's not necessary. Well, we actually use it because in Spanish, sometimes when we're translating something, the first thing that we do is think in Spanish and then try to translate. So it's something important for us because we actually use it. But if you want, you can leave out the word, right? It's not necessary the use of that. You can do it directly. So Jackie said she has posed as chief executive. So you're gonna notice that I'm changing the structure, if we want to say like that, because in this case I'm using I post, and it could be the direct one, right? The direct statement. Jackie said, I post as chief executive, right? But in this other case, in the reported statements, we're gonna say, Jackie said that, if you want it, she had posted as a kids executive, right? So you're gonna see that we're not using quotation marks because it's not a direct statement. I mean, I'm reporting what another person said before, right? So it could be incorrect. Of course, this is only for writing, right? Because we actually don't use this spoken English, but it's not necessary the use of the quotation marks, right?
Super. Yes.
All right, thank you. Let's continue with the point number 3.
The most common reporting verbs are say and tell. We use say when we don't mention the listener.
Dean, I'm worried.
Jackie said that she was worried.
We use tell when we mention the listener. Jackie told Dean that she was worried.
All right, so we have some reporting verbs, and the most common, right, are say and tell, right? So we're gonna use say, right? Of course, it's in the past, right? When we're not gonna mention the listener, right? So in this case, we have the example of Jackie. Dean, I'm worried, right? Jackie said, right? As you can see, there is no listener, right? So that's the reason why I'm using said. So how about the use of tell, right? When I'm gonna mention the listener, right? Jackie told what? To whom, right? To whom maybe. I'm gonna use told, right? In the past, of course, right? Because I have a listener. In this case, I don't have, as you can see. So if there is not gonna be listener, we're gonna use said. If you're gonna have, or you're gonna mention, because we actually have, but if you're not gonna mention to your listener, you're gonna use told. Jackie told Dean, Belen told Danny, right? But if not, right, maybe it could be a group of people, I don't know. You're gonna use said, right? For example, Belen told her students, right? In that case, I have a listener, right? Or maybe if you don't want to mention it, right? Not always if you don't have, but if you don't want to mention for any reason, you have 2 options, right? The first one is said, right? And when you're gonna say the person, or maybe the group of people who is gonna listen to you, you're gonna use so. That's the big difference, right? We can't have a mistake of this because it is very, very important, very basic, right? So even though the statement is gonna sound a little bit weird, so if I'm gonna say Jackie told that she was worried, it sounds weird, right? Or if I'm gonna say Jackie said Dean, right? No, it's incorrect. So Jackie said that she was worried, or Jackie told Dean. If I'm gonna mention the listener, who is my listener? Dean, right? But in this case, I don't want to mention it. So that's the reason of why we're using said. Do you get it, Dani?
Yes, Bel.
All right, thank you. So let's continue to the next part. Oh my God, what happened? Can you listen to me, Dani?
Yes.
No, I'm having some
Está saliendo otra vez lo del.
Yeah. Oh my God. Okay. No. Give me a second. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. and I hope it works. If I'm gonna disconnect myself, right, please let me know, right? Tal vez que me bote de la reunión
Ya.
y me voy a volver a conectar. Pero espera un segundo. No, ya creo que ya está. Okay, so we're gonna try again. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes.
All right, thank you. So we're gonna continue with point number 4. This is very, this is a lot of grammar, right? But I sent you a list. Yes, it was a pic, if I'm not wrong, I remember it. So you're gonna check it. The only thing that we have to do, Danny, is to follow that. There is no more, right? So let's then to number 4. And then I'm gonna show you some examples of each one, right?
Super.
When we report someone's statements, we often change the verb tense. Simple present changes to simple past.
There is no Byron Walters. Dean said that there was no Byron Walters.
Number, the next one. Okay, I guess.
Present continuous changes to past continuous. I'm not seeing anyone.
Oh my goodness.
La
Well,
lentitud.
yes, we're gonna stop listening to this. Okay, so when we're gonna report, that's the point of this lesson. That's the reason why it is called reported statements. When we're gonna report someone's statement, we often change the verb tense, right? We are gonna change the time tense, in other words. For example, in this case, we have with the simple present, both are simple, right? If it's in the present, you have to change it into the past. Simple present to simple past. Present continuous to past continuous. Simple past, in this case, as you can see, it's similar to this, but I can change to the simple past into the present, simple present, I mean, right? So if it's in the simple past, I'm gonna change it into the past perfect. So that's the reason of why we have to know all the time tenses. I mean, the structure, the uses of them, because we are not gonna understand at all. So if it's in the present perfect, I have to change it into the past perfect. So something that is gonna help you is the list, right? The pic I sent you. So when we tell someone what another person said, right? One more time, we use a reported speech, right? It could be reported statements, but the most knowledge, the lesson is like a reported speech, right? That's the name of that lesson. For this, we can use a direct speech or indirect speech, right? Speech is like the talk, right? For example, in reported statements, we can use either say or tell, as you saw. So the grammar is very different, but the meaning is the same, right? So let's see. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. Oh my goodness, it is stop working. All right, give me a second. Can you please look up for the picture I sent you? I don't remember. Maybe I'm saying that I sent you, but maybe I sent to another student. For it.
Creo que no. A ver.
All right, I'm gonna send you maybe. I remember that I sent you. And I told you we're gonna look for this lesson forward. I'm gonna look for it in a second.
¿Qué se llama?
Reported speech. It's a picture.
Sí, reported. Espera. Comparative.
Yes, I sent you.
¿Verdad?
Yes. It's in the pictures, right? Time and place in reported speech,
Ah, verdad, ya lo vi.
right? So this is
Ujú.
gonna help you to understand this lesson, right? Now, this is gonna be the direct speech, right? We're gonna write into this. Oh, what happened? Okay, so pay attention to this explanation, to this grammar explanation. So this is the direct speech, and we're gonna start with the simple. Oh, with the simple present. Okay, and we're gonna place it in indirect. Oh no, I'm sorry. The reported speech. So okay, if my sentence, if the what the person, well, if the person's word, right, or phrase is gonna be in the simple present, we're gonna change it into the simple past, right? Both are simple. The first one, the direct speech, is into the simple present, and the other one, I have to change it into the simple past, right? But the meaning is not gonna change. The only thing that is gonna change is the structure, right? So if I'm gonna say, where is my umbrella? So in this case, I'm gonna say, she asked, and you're gonna find this kind of structure in books, right? So where's my umbrella? She asked, right? So I'm using the direct speech, right? I could write a quotation. I'm not gonna do it, right? But all right, it's like that, quotation marks and then, right? But if I, as you can see, this sentence is into the simple present because I have the verb to be, right? So if I'm gonna change it, if I'm gonna report that statement, I'm gonna use the simple past. So I'm gonna say she asked, because that's my word, right? That's my question, right? That's what I have in the direct speech, right? She asked where, I'm gonna keep it like that until that part. So if my verb is in simple present, how can I change it into the simple past?
Si está en simple present.
Yes, but you have to remember, we saw a lesson like this, and I don't remember the name of that lesson, but you have to change the order. Do you remember that I told you that if we have a sentence into another question, or maybe a question, inside that question we have a sentence or a question, remember?
She asked where her umbrella is.
Right. I'm going to explain this part in Spanish. Esto ya lo habíamos visto. Digo, la estructura de esta parte, right? Sería incorrecto si yo digo, she asked, she asked, no es is, es was, so. Ya no voy a borrarlo porque tendría que eliminar todo. She was, porque estoy cambiando al pasado, right?
Ay, verdad.
Entonces, ¿te vas a acordar de la estructura? Estaría incorrecto si yo digo, she asked, was, where was her umbrella? Porque para esto tenemos que utilizar la estructura de una oración, right? Entonces, no sé si te acuerdas de esa lección, Dani.
Sí, ajá. No era como,
Right.
no es embedded questions, algo así.
Yes, thank you, it was embedded questions. I guess last week.
No sé por qué me acuerdo. No, yo no tengo idea cómo apareció en mi mente.
Oh my goodness. Yes, it is the lesson, right? So that's gonna help you in our reported speech, right? So if it's in the simple present, I'm gonna change into the simple past. Es básicamente, Dani, es chismear, right? Lo que otra persona ha dicho. Entonces, sí o sí tenemos que cambiar la estructura, right? Es en reported speech. Tenía un teacher que me dijo que es como chismear, porque básicamente haces eso, right? Pero el significado no cambia. Puedes cambiar la estructura, que se tiene que, pero en cuanto al significado es el mismo. Y para que tenga ese mismo significado, tenemos que cambiar la estructura. So we're going to continue with the present continuous. Yes, okay. We're gonna continue with the present. Sí. Right. Entonces, si la oración, la que yo voy a reportar, está en presente continuo, tengo que cambiarlo al pasado continuo, right? So, I'm going to change it into the past. Oh, yes, it was okay. Right. Oh, I wrote 2 O's. So, I'm gonna write, I don't know. We're gonna use the same example. Yes, we're gonna use a question. Where are you going? Where are you going? She asked. Okay. Oh, what is this? Okay, can you please help me to change it into the past continuous?
She asked where was she going?
Don't forget the use of this. The inverted question.
¿Verdad? She asked where she... Ay, no puedo.
She asked. Ya no es necesario poner she porque ya tenemos, right? Entonces, acá estaría empezando el embedded question, right? Where. Entonces, ocupamos la misma estructura de una oración. Entonces, ¿con qué se empieza primero en una oración?
Where she going? Where?
El sujeto. Where you.
Where you going? No, we're going.
Where we're going. Ok. Entonces, no hay que olvidarse de los embedded questions, right? So, okay. Any question about this? All right, thank you. So if the direct speech is in the present continuous, I'm gonna change it into the past continuous. Where are you going? She asked. She asked where you were going, right? So the only thing that you have to do is take the subject and place it, right? Now, what about if my sentence is into the simple past? I'm gonna change it into the past perfect. All right, so I'm gonna use this example.
Ese sí es con had, ¿no?
Yes. The past perfect, sorry, is with had. So if I went to the library, yes. Okay, he said. No estoy poniendo los quotation marks porque creo que no da mi botón, right? Pero sí es importante poner los quotation marks para marcar lo que la persona ha dicho. Y lo vas a encontrar en libros, cuando vayas a hacer alguna tesis y vayas a citar lo que algún autor ha dicho, se utiliza siempre los quotation marks, right? Solo que yo no estoy utilizando porque no da mi botón. Okay. So, how can I change it into the past perfect?
I went to library yesterday. Ya no digo el said, he said.
He said.
He said. He said. Espérame.
In this case, Danny, it's a sentence, right? So it's up to you if you're gonna use that result, right? It's up to you. So now let's continue with this.
He said that he had gone to the library yesterday.
That he had gone to the library. Oh, what is that? Yesterday. That's all, right? That's all. So if I'm gonna have the direct speech into the simple past, I'm gonna change it into the past perfect. That's all. Now, if my sentence is gonna be in the past continuous, I'm gonna change it into the
Present
past.
continuous? Ah, no.
No, in the past perfect.
Oh.
Para que te puedas ubicar, si es si es simple, tiene que ser simple, right? Entonces, acá está en el pasado continuo, también es pasado, a lo que voy a cambiar, a lo que voy a reportar, también es pasado. Pero para cambiar la estructura y siga manteniendo su significado, tengo que cambiarlo al pasado perfecto continuo. So, I'm gonna say, John wasn't looking at 6 p.m. yesterday. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. So yesterday, she said. Okay. Now, how could you do it?
This is a past perfect continuous. He said that.
She said. I forgot to write the letter S. I don't know if you can say it, but it's she said.
Se ve ahí un poquitito. She said that that John were no
Past perfect.
Had
If it's continuous, I need one verb in the participle form, and I'm not gonna modify that verb. Do you remember? The same happened with the, yes, thank you. I'm not gonna change, that's the structure. He said that John had been
cook.
If it's continuous.
Ahí va, cooking.
Cooking. Yes.
At 6 p.m. yesterday.
At 6 p.m. yesterday. Right? That's all. That's all. Right? I don't have to change anything. Something that we sometimes change, and it's in the pic I sent you, is the use of the time, right? If in the direct speeches now, I have to change it into them. Today, for that day, here, there, right? So something that we don't have in person, I guess we don't. If it's in the, for example, I'm gonna check for it. Give me a second. Do you have any question until this part, Danny?
No, pero nada.
All right, thank you. So we're gonna continue with Dorsey. Okay. So let's continue. Okay. All right. See, yes, this is something important.
When the reporting verb is in the present, we don't change the verb tense in the reported statement. I'm really worried about Nick. Talia says that she's really worried about Nick.
All right. Something that is important is that in this case, right, you're going to look for this statement. I'm really worried about Nick, right? The reporting verb is in the present, right? So I can't use the past as we saw on our whiteboard. I'm gonna use says. I'm really worried about Nick. Talia says that she's really worried about Nick, right? Entonces acá ambas oraciones, bueno, lo que se está tratando de referir es que está en el simple present, right? Entonces yo no puedo cambiar, tengo que mantener el tiempo verbal, right? So Talia says that she's really worried about it, even in this part, right? I'm using the same time. Do you have any question?
No, no verlo.
All right, thank you. So something that is important though is that in our reported statements, we also make other changes to keep the original meaning. We have a pronoun, right? And a possessive, we're gonna change pronouns and possessive adjectives. In this case, I need to be in the office Wi-Fi. Talia said that I'm changing, right? I can say, Talia said that right? No, I'm changing, right? To be on the office Wi-Fi. She needed, right? And we also changed time works, right? This is in our picture, right? So take a look of that one. If it's in yesterday, I'm gonna change it by the day before, the next day, right? The day before. I met Jackie yesterday, right? Talia said that she met, right? It's in the simple past, so I have to change it into the past perfect. She had met, right, Jackie? The day before. I'm not using yesterday, right?
¿Por qué no se usa yesterday?
Porque o sea, yo sé que suena, tal vez en castellano lo utilizamos, y esto me han preguntado algunas veces, pero hay cierto cambio, right? Es como que un poquito más coloquial, right? Yo sé que en castellano se utilizamos, pero en inglés sí tiene que cambiar, porque no, les estaría cambiando tal vez un poco el significado original. Por eso es que cambiamos. Y es súper importante porque a veces se puede o bien malinterpretar, right? O también no puede sonar bien, right? Entonces es por eso que cambiamos. Y eso es lo que lo explicaba el otro día a mi estudiante. Me dice, pero si es que en castellano suena bien, pero es que no, porque tal vez suene bien en castellano, tenemos que utilizar la misma estructura en otro idioma que no es el nuestro, right? Así que
claro.
por eso este PDF, esta foto, por si es que digamos el reporte de speech está now, the children are playing outside now. Te vas a dar cuenta que primero estamos cambiando la estructura. Si está en el presente continuo, lo estoy cambiando en el pasado continuo. He said that the children were playing outside then. Ya no estoy diciendo now, estoy pensando then. Entonces ahí tienes toda la lista del tiempo y lugar por el cual hay que cambiar. Right?
Súper.
All right, thank you. So, okay, so that will be everything about that presentation. And something that we don't have in person is the models, right? Lo vamos a dejar los models para la otra lección. No cambia mucho los models, creo que los models son mucho más fáciles, right? Pero igual voy a necesitar explicarte un poquito, así que lo vamos a dejar para la siguiente clase, ¿sí? Porque quiero ver qué tal hemos entendido. Te voy a compartir mi pantalla, entonces cuando puedas ver, me avisas, por favor. All right. Okay.
Ya está.
All right, thank you. So, can you please read the instruction?
Complete each dialogue, click on the box and choose the correct answer. Talia's feeling really bad today. Tony said that you were feeling really bad yesterday. I'm really sorry about the audio. He said he was really sorry about the audio. I made a mistake like that once. Tony told me that she'd made a mistake like that once. You tricked me, Dean. Jackie told Dean that he had tricked her. You talk too much, Jackie. Dean says that I talk too much.
The second one, sorry? Oh, the first
Sí,
one?
the second, in present.
All right, thank you. How about number 6?
I'm thinking a lot about my career. Nikki said he was thinking a lot about his career. I've considered quitting the team. He told me that he'd considered quitting the team. The team needs you, Nick. I told him that the team needed him.
All right, thank you, Daniel. Let's see how is everything. And everything was okay. Thank you. Congratulations. So do you have any question maybe?
No, well.
All right, thank you. So let's continue with the next activity we have. Okay. So, all right. I'm gonna share my screen again. So you're gonna read what journalist asked the major at a press conference. Complete the sentences about what the journalist reported the next day. Choose a reporting verb, said or tell, and make all the old sense and order change in the reported statement. Type your answer into blanks. So,
A ver. The major said newsline that they that
no, sorry, we have to check with this one. We haven't made, yes, I'm sorry, I thought it was the major, but no. We haven't made our final decision yet.
that they I no sé.
Oh, we don't have the past perfect, the present perfect. Yes, we don't. All right, give me a second, please. I guess I have. Okay. No, give me a second. I forgot. My goodness. Let me see. Okay. Oh yes. All right. So, all right. If it's in this case, right, we have to focus on this part, right? This sentence is in the present perfect, right? So, you tell me, can you please repeat it?
The major told Newsline that they
in this case, we have to change it into the past perfect, the present perfect into the past perfect, right? So,
had
the negative.
had not
Yeah.
Made.
If it's
Their.
our, yes, their final decision, yes. When are you going to announce the decision? I plan to make the announcement soon. So
he said that he planned.
He planned
Make.
to make.
Uy,
Infinitive
¿verdad?
is something like that. The only verb that I have to modify is this first part, right? So it's in the
Ujú.
simple present. Okay. Plan to make the announcement. So, isn't it true that Jim Edwards, the owner of the baseball team, isn't too happy about it? Mrs.
Mr.
Edwards changed his mind at the meeting yesterday. So,
He said
Mr. Edwards.
that Mr. Edwards este está en simple
Okay, changed.
pasado.
It's in simple past, so we have to change it into the past
Past
perfect.
perfect.
Yes.
Had changed his mind at the meeting the day
We have
before.
to- yes, thank you. The day before. All right, let's continue.
How do the fans feel about losing City Stadium? Most fans are looking forward to having a modern stadium. He told the Tribune that most fans were looking
Thank you.
to having a modern stadium. How old is the current stadium? The city built the stadium in 1970. He said that the city tiene que ser en pasado, creo que sí, ¿no?
Built in 1970, yes, because it's in the past. This is in simple past, right? Built the stadium in 1970. So you have to change it into the, if it's in simple past, change it into the past perfect.
Had built.
Had built the stadium in 1970.
What do you think about the Soccer Federation's action against Nick Crawford? I don't know the details of Crawford's situation. He said that he doesn't know.
If it's in, well, it's in simple present, right?
He didn't know the details of Crawford's situation.
Thank you, Danny, and everything was good. Oh,
No.
what happened? We need to change the pronoun possessive. Yes, but it was a correct answer. Or maybe I got confused. I don't know how did I write. Tal vez me equivoqué en la escritura porque estaba bien. Right? They have not their observed. Oh, the tribunes were looking. ¿Y qué escrito? You need to change the verb tense. Pues ya si pudiera ver lo que he escrito, a ver. Pero estaba bien. Capaz si me equivoqué al escribir. Qué desgracia. Pero todo está bien. Right?
Super.
So, do you have any question maybe?
No, well.
All right. Thank you, Danny. I'm going to launch the poll and I'm going to ask the
Super.
coordinator for your permission, right? Lo voy a consultar por tu permiso.
Ya, igual mañana pasemos a las 9, ¿te parece?
Sí, súper, está súper bien.
Y mañana decidimos del viernes.
Ya, perfecto, Dani. Me parece súper. Si igual algo pasara, me avisas, no hay ningún problema, ¿sí?
Ya, a ver, gracias.
Don't worry, Dani. Espero que tu mami esté bien.
Gracias. Nos vemos
Ok.
mañana, Bel.
Bye bye.
Bye.